east towards Jerusalem. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves in this truth and this understanding, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. Shalawam to you brothers out there that's pushing this word, hitting the highways and byways, producing works, producing videos, and feeding the sheep daily, man, daily exhortation. All right, Shalawam, it's your brother Yaram Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying street preaching out here. It is February the 10th, 2025, and we stumping down Babylon once again, man. As always, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash, man, through the spirit. All right, as we are commanded. Let's go to Isaiah the 58th chapter and start at the top. Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Right? So, hey, Shalawam, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham, you in your household. Shalawam, bro. So, who is the house of Jacob? Right? That's the lineage, that's the seeds that came out of Jacob, whose name would later be changed to Israel. All right? So, from Yahawah to Yasharahla. All right? Jacob to Israel. And Yasharahla is prince of the power. Okay, so understanding that, it's his sons, and his sons is what make up the 12 tribes. So this is the house of Jacob, because your house is coming from the man, according to Numbers 1 and 2, right? Your house is what's coming out of a man, the seed line, the lineage. Okay, so that house of Jacob, that's who we out here for. We out here for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because that is the house of Jacob. All right, you know, heathens, they was never under the laws, commandments, and statutes. So how could they turn back and repent? All right, how could they get right with the Lord? No. Okay, if you're not an Israelite, you're going into slavery in the kingdom, man. At the end of the day, our people got to understand that. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, this place, America, which is Babylon, the whore, is falling. It's being broken down. Our people right now are in slavery, captivity, paying bills, going to work, doing this and doing that, paying taxes. All right, not in a knowledgeable or a state of wisdom where we don't even know who we are. We think we niggas, we think we Negroes, African American. All right, how could you be part of two continents? You from Africa and you from America? What the fuck is that? All right, precept. Micah 3 and 8. But truly I am full of power by the spirit of Yahawah, and of judgment and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his son. Most definitely, right? And that's, hey, most importantly, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is strengthening us. He's putting the words in us. He's letting us go. Words in our mouth. Jeremiah 5 and 14, I believe, right? Yahawah put the words in Jeremiah's mouth. He did that to every other prophet. No prophet is out here on a private interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Just willy-nilly winging it. Nah, man. Prophets is coming hard, and we speaking, we saying what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi wants us to say. So really, a real prophet is going to relay from the scriptures to the people. You're going to break down the scriptures and give it to the people and make it known plain upon tables, so that the people may run, so they can go and run in this race, man, to save their souls, to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. This is Isaiah 52, 58 and 2. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their power. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to Yahawah. And that's who? That's the remnant. That's the 144,000 and 1/3. Most of our people don't see no delight in serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They don't care in serving the Lord. All right? It doesn't delight them to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. It actually delights them to do the opposite. Right? They are wise to do evil. Let's get that. You know, in Shalawam, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Barak to you and your household. You know, and how do we know that we ain't just lying or whatever? Because we delight in, I delight in coming out here on the corners, you know, the highways and the hedges. I delight in doing that. I delight in following Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, right? This is Jeremiah 4, and we're gonna start at 19. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. As soon as we started seeing certain prophecies pass in our spirit, bruh, it's just automatically like, man, hey, this is happening, this is happening. Hey, it's time to do what we're supposed to do, right? So, me personally, in the world, I was always into conspiracy stuff. I didn't know how to match it to the scriptures, right? But I was always seeking that truth. I always wanted to know, right? Like, what's really going on, you know? And that's just the spirits of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. You know what I'm saying? So, always seeking that knowledge. And then when you get this truth, it's like that zeal, a zeal not according to knowledge, but you get that zeal and you align it with knowledge, then, oh man, you in a whole nother level, you in a whole nother bracket, man. A whole nother spiritual bracket. Because now you can match it, you can understand it, you can break it in parallel. You can parallel the world to the scriptures. Because I knew about the 13 bloodlines. Hey, Yahawah showed me that before I came into this truth 100%. He showed me the conspiracy. He showed me Rothschild, Rockefeller, etc., etc. I didn't know that was Edomites. I didn't know how to match it. So when the spirit and you getting the breakdowns, you watching the elders and you getting these breakdowns and it's been fully made known to you, bro, you should rejoice in that. Because that's really Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi dealing with you. He might have teased you a little bit, showing you this and showing you that. But when he pulls you into it 100%, hey, he's accepting you as a son, all right? And he's going to try you even harder as a son, that chastisement, right? So and then that's what Jeremiah is talking about. The sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. He cannot hold his peace. So knowing that all of this is going on, as Yahawashi commanded us, we got to go forth and teach. We got to go forth and preach. We should not be able to hold our peace. It should actually vex you if you ain't did no lesson this week. Yeah, man, I ain't did no lesson. You should feel like you fucking up. You messing up. You ain't fed the sheep. Well, get your feet. Your sheep is hungry. How they gonna survive if you don't feed them, man? Yeah, they can eat carnal, but spiritually, they need to be fed. They need to be protected. You gotta watch after the sheep. Protect the sheep. We are in the midst of ravaging wolves. Wolves all around. Look all around. All you see is wolves trying to devour people with all different type of doctrines, strange women, right? And these strange women may look seductive. They may look appealing to our sheep, to our people, right? So you have to constantly, hey, Elder Apostle Gabar's page is what? Daily edification. You got to daily edify, man. Daily put it out. Daily put in that work. All right? And you know what I'm saying? Just stay in the spirit constantly. Okay? Constantly feed the sheep. If you go a day without eating, ain't you going to be hungry? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Keep it going. This is verse 20. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children, and they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So that's the opposite of that Isaiah 58:2, right? Where people are diligent and seeking Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's the 1/3. Then you got on the other hand, the 2/3, which are what? They are wise to do evil. They want to constantly serve Satan. They want to do wickedness. They want to sin. They want to provoke Yahawah into anger, knowing that he is a jealous power. All right? And Salakia, if my signal goes out, all right, I'm at the end of my little build. It'll reset on the 19th. So if y'all have any type of connection issues, that's my part, right? And it's a dumbass technology by Esau Edom, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got an unlimited plan, but once I reach 50 gigabytes of data, basically they like it's gonna start running slow. Like, I don't understand it. It's unlimited. But hey, that's how Esau Edom is, man. You know, usury. Esau likes to get over on people through usury. I was just looking, sidebar, I was just looking on into my, like, I had purchased a house, right? Around 400 something, right? You know, California's high. But when they looked into the paperwork, and at the end of that 30-year mortgage, we are actually paying over $1 million on the damn house. And the house is only worth 400 something thousand. So you understand how Esau uses usury? It's through the interest rates, right? And stuff of that nature, where they got you paying damn near triple that of what the house is worth. It's just a wicked ass environment, man, a wicked ass system that's designed to keep Jake down. All right, let's get these precepts. Psalms 119 and 92. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should have perished in my affliction. Yeah, if you don't trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and seek that law, which is that lamp, you're going to be stuck in the darkness. You're going to perish in your affliction. You're going to perish in everything that the world set up for you to perish. Hey, Esau set it up for you to be destroyed, you know, hey, coming out of the womb. If your parents don't got no understanding and no wisdom to not inject you with all these type of injections, then you might perish before the age of 1. You might perish before the age of 2. Or you might get all these type of defects, okay? The heavy metals that's in these magazines, that's in all of these Gerber, that's in all of these baby foods, is what? It's creating autism. And Esau know that, all right? You putting heavy metals in your body, especially as a baby, it's going to create autism, man. All right? Retarded. That's what the thing is. That's what it's making our people. Dumbed down, or Down syndrome, okay? And they know that. They are attacking the kids. That's why, man, you got to watch what you give, especially to your kids, especially to your babies. Too much starch, cookies, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And hey, women, you should be breastfeeding. Yahawah designed your body to breastfeed your kids. That right there is preventing a lot of illnesses and sicknesses and building up them. As the scriptures say, let's go. Shoot. Hebrews. It's the same way. You know, it's the same way in this truth. You can't skip no steps. Brothers cannot skip steps. Alright? Or it's going to be a harder road. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, the 5th chapter. 1 second, let me get there. But that breast milk is what? It's building the baby's bones up strong and providing what they need. This is verse 11. This is Hebrews 5 and 11. Of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahawah, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. So that's that foundation. That's that good foundation that we have to build upon. The labors that men have labored in. Hey, go back and look at King Masha. Go back and look at High Priest Ariyah. Go back and look at High Priest Yaquah. Okay? Elder Alba Bibbins. Go back and look at the lessons that the elders did in the early 2000s, 2008 on upward, right? If it's on YouTube, you know, we go back and look at certain lessons, man, certain breakdowns. That stuff right there is at our disposal to help us, to better us up. And what? It's stopping us, preventing us from going into a lot of issues and mistakes that the elders made beforehand. So they letting us know, hey, youngin', I went through this, so you ain't have to go through this. I dealt with this, so I did this breakdown, so you will know how to do it right now. So you will get that understanding better. This is what the elders have done, man. They have labored and went through much tribulation for our sakes. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to study the game. Not calling this thing a game, but study this truth. Study and understand the labors of those that have labored before you. And that's what it means, because you got to get that milk before you jump into strong meat. You know? And shoot. Just acknowledge that, hey, we always acknowledge, man, we don't know it all. right? We have an unction to know all things, and we are growing day by day. Now, what we do know, we know, and we are diligent in, all right? And we learn more every single day. Man, I don't know all the scriptures, but I know key precepts, things that I need to know, and I'm studying and reading and staying humble and meek, not getting high-minded, not lifting myself up, right? So we got to stay in that spirit. That is what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi wants to see. Because hey, if you down here and you're not humble and you're not meek, then what's the point of you even being down here? You're not understanding the punishment. All right. So let's keep it going. Let's get a little bit more in that Hebrews. Verse 13. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. So as you grow, you get more skillful in what? Using your sword, using the precepts, using the scriptures, bringing it out, really understanding it. Not just cutting, but understanding how to be calm and be peaceful with men, with your neighbor. Looking at a brother's perspective and understanding when you was in that lot, when you was in that, not lot, but when you was in that situation, growing in the truth, when you was a babe. So you recognize and you be like, okay, I see where the brother at. Brother, I know exactly where you at. You know, let me break this down to you. Boom, boom, boom. If a brother humble or brother meek, he may listen. If he's not humble, he's not meek, then it's not for him, right? So that's how we do things, right? As the scriptures say, in wrath, remember mercy. And that's very important that we remember mercy. Yeah, we want to cut. But man, we gotta love one another as well. I want to go to Colossians, the 4th chapter. One second. And let's start at the top. Masters, give unto your servants that which is just and equal, knowing that you also have a master in heaven. So men down here, all right, man, the elders rule over us well. That's why we give double honors, because they carry out and they teach, and they do things. They don't ask them nothing that they wouldn't do. Going out in the rain, going out in the snow, going out in the cold. We see the elders do that constantly. So they not asking them nothing that they wouldn't do. They tell us to do lessons every single day. We see them putting up lessons, maybe a couple lessons every single day. So are they asking anything that they wouldn't do themselves? No. So, you know, as a man, as an able-bodied man, you gotta go forth, man, and put your foot down, man, and go hard. Go hard, man. This is what it is. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't looking for no weak-minded, soft, lazy, complacent, procrastination type men. He's looking for real men that's gonna do what they supposed to do. And alongside taking care of your family, alongside going to the plantation, working a job. But this is your what? Occupation. So you putting this above all. And you still gotta maintain your earthly duties. You still gotta maintain your family. Or you are what? You worse than an infidel, a non-believer. So it's not about complaining and bitching and moaning and all of that. Alright? It's about, hey, holding your chin up, your chest out, and walking in this stuff, man. And being a man about this. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is looking for men. Alright? The Father is looking for men. The Son is looking for men, not weak men. These weak men will be out here with their hands on their loins, like a woman in travail, crying with that woe is me spirit. Like, God, why are you doing this to me? Well, maybe he's trying to build you up. Maybe he's trying to make you stronger. You got to go through certain battles to get to where you need to be, refined and cleaned up, impurities put out of you. All right, that weak-minded spirit may be may be something that you need to clean up, and you got to get corrected. So it's very important to analyze what you're going through. All right, verse 2, continue, and that's examining thyself. You know, if a brother want to throw that on the precept, on the comment board, and I'm gonna get you brothers precepts. Continue in prayer and watching the same with thanksgiving. Withal, praying also for us, that power would open unto us a door of utterance to speak the mystery of Hamashiach, for which I am also in bonds. So, hey, man, any brother I'm dealing with, I feel like the brother's sincere, right? Like, I got this brother on TikTok right now that always be asking me questions, and I'm always trying to help that brother, and I'm like, bro, I do a live right now for you if you need better explanation. So I'm always offering a hand to, you know, go and help that brother. If just when I give him certain scriptures, he don't understand it. If he need me to expound on it, then I'm always there. And that's brotherly love, really trying to help a brother, being a general, you know, a genuine brother, right? Not just go, you know, figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Really being a brother, man. If a brother's sincere, man, we gonna bear with him. We gonna deal with him, right? Because that's brotherly love, man. All right, and I show that because I was shown the same. You know what I'm saying? So you put out, man, what you fit, what you get. That and that's coming from the elders. They show us how to be proper in this thing, right? Let's keep going. Let's get some precepts. This is Proverbs 11:30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and that winneth souls is wise. Yeah, one that winneth souls, and that's showing that you are coming in the correct way. You showing that brotherly love. You're not bringing blame to the ministry. You out here like not to jump on their heads, but hey, Wi-Fi in certain camps that be getting arrested, you bringing blame to the ministry. All right, we ain't in that type of aspect, man. We ain't in that, man. We Romans 13, we Matthew 5 and 25. We getting up out the way, okay? We ain't out here going at the powers that Yahawah has already instructed, you know, put over us, okay? So we waiting on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi at the end of the day. We ain't out here trying to start no trouble or nothing like that. You don't hear about no GMS brothers or affiliates starting any type of trouble, man. All right? So, because we ain't bringing blame to the ministry. That's all them other guys. All right? We are men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and we standing correctly and properly for him. And that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we was ordered to do. All right? Harmless as doves, wild as serpents, but harmless as doves. And that's how we gonna be, constantly. Keep it going. 2nd Esdras 8:4. So answered I and said, swallow then down, O my soul, understanding, and devour wisdom. And that's what you're supposed to eat up. That's what you're supposed to be taking in constantly. You are what you eat. If you watching, if you are constantly studying and being diligent, then it's gonna come out of you. It's gonna what's the word, man? It's gonna, you know, just flow out of you. Alright? At the end of the day. And that's the spirit. The spirit gonna flow out of you if you're really moving in the spirit. Verse 5. For thou hast agreed to give ear and art willing to prophecy, for thou hast no longer space than only to live. You do what you're supposed to do in your allotted time, in your appointed time. It's your appointed time. We understand we're supposed to go out here and preach. We're going to do what we're supposed to do in this appointed time before they shut this place down. We're going to make sure we hit the block hot and hard. All right? You know, as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? And Shalawam to every brother that's going hard and that's doing what you're supposed to do. That's, you know, in the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right? May Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi give you a reward. And he's going to keep his word. He's going to raise us up. He's going to protect us. He's going to give us that glory. He's going to give us more understanding, more wisdom. He's protecting us. He's watching over us. That's why out here on these corners, we don't feel no type of damn way. Like, man, we ain't scared, right? Ezekiel 3rd chapter, man. Don't fear them. He has made their head hard as an adamant stone, right? Harder than flint. But don't fear them, whether they will hear or forbear. So all we supposed to do is stand, hear, preach, teach, and hey, that is what it is. And then carry on with the brotherhood as well. Alright? Because it goes beyond a lesson. It goes beyond lessons. It goes beyond uploading on YouTube every single day. It's in your way, your conversation, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you act. Alright? How you treat your family, how you maintain order. If you don't maintain order in your household, then your congregation gonna be off. Alright? You're gonna be pushing out a wicked vibration towards anybody that's listening to you. But if you maintain order in your household, then you're gonna what? You're gonna maintain order when you're teaching, when you're dealing, when you're teaching lessons, in your comment board, these type of things, right? If I, man, when I be flowing on TikTok and I go through and see some stuff, I see a lot of Israelites on there, you know, they be going off, a lot of them. And first thing I examine is their comment board. How is you got a moderator set up? Is you keeping all the bug outs out? Is you stopping? Is you answering proper questions like things like that? You know what I'm saying? So you can judge a lot off of a brother's comment board. The names that he's allowing up in there. Alright? Is you teaching the proper name? At the end of the day, if a brother ain't teaching the proper name, then run. You know? Shoot, run. Because he's set up by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi to deceive. The deceiver and the deceived is his. Alright? You wacky-tacky Christians quote so many scriptures, quote that one. Understand that. That the deceived and the deceiver is his. It's Yahawah's. He brought this upon these people. Okay? At the end of the day. So if the Lord want to ordain that to happen, he's ordaining that to happen. Who are you to stop it? You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. This is verse 4. This is Colossians 4:4. That I may make it manifest as I ought to speak. Walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how ye ought to answer every man. So we are what? Being wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We are what? We are to adapt. We are to understand situations. We ain't just willy-nilly just running in. No, man. We adapting and understanding the situation. All right? We know how to move. Quoting a Kanye verse, just it came on my mind. We know how to move in a room full of vultures. Literally, man. We adjust to the atmosphere. All right? And hey, if you let's say you somewhere, you in a place and you realize it's getting weird and shit, you know you need to leave. Because you don't need to be around all that bullshit. All right? So be careful and be mindful of where you go, how you act, and your conversation. You know, that doesn't even need to be said, man, but I guess it does sometimes. All right? You should not be out here getting caught up in bullshit, bro. Because eventually that might bring the blame to the ministry. They be like, I thought you was a Hebrew Israelite, but you over here with us doing this and doing that, right? And Esau would love that. Esau would love that, man. You know, to get some brothers up on charges. All right? So at the end of the day, you got to keep yourself in the right mindset where to stay in the right lane, always. Do not fellowship with with the unrighteous. Now I'm going to read this verse one more time. Verse 5, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Let's say it's like a group. Let's say it's like some gangbangers or something walk through, man. You know, and they be Jake. And I might say, if they stand here and they try to listen, I'm gonna try to give them the word, right? But if they get, you know, they on some bullshit, then I'm gonna be like, hey, keep it moving, right? Respectfully or whatever. That's how Paul was when he was in front of King Agrippa. He moved in wisdom and understanding. And what happened? King Agrippa was like, I see no cause in this man. I see no problem. He didn't do nothing to offend nobody. I see nothing. And that's what? That's the spirit of Yahawah, you know, because Yahawah is controlling the decisions at the end of the day. So when we are in front of governors and mayors and presidents, rulers and whatever, we are going to have a spirit on us where no man can gainsay. So it's not of us. And it's of that wisdom. Yahawashi, when he was in front of Pontius Pilate, he ain't really speak too much. I'm not here to plead no case, right? He basically said, I am what you say I am, right? It is what it is. If they say I'm the king of that's what they say, right? So really, the blood was on their hands. It wasn't nothing that Yahawashi did. These people was just wicked as hell, and it's steaming through their conversation, through their actions. So you let that be. You let these people dig the hole for themselves, man. Let's get that in the book of Proverbs, man. All right, 1 second. Let me get my sword up. You let these people dig a ditch for themselves. Don't ever worry about getting your get back or none of that, man. That's a nigger spirit. All right, this is Psalms 94:13, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called YT man, at the end of the day. So the pit is being dug for them, all right? And they're doing it through themselves by how? By all the inventions, ICBM missiles, the plans and things that they have for us that eventually is going to get turned around on them. When they're about to eat, about to feast, about to fill their belly, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to take their rulership from them. He's going to take their heaven from them. All right, if brothers can understand that, simple and very easy. So you let them dig it. You let them do what they do. All right, you use wisdom and you stay out the way the best you can. You know, like I talked about last plantation. The freaking dude was antagonizing, right? Just certain hatred. You know what I'm saying? So hey, is Yahawah gonna bring vengeance upon him for me? Yes. Was I supposed to do anything to him? No. I move in wisdom. I do what I'm supposed to do, and I stay out the way. Whatever you gonna do to me, do to me. But understand that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to avenge me. I ain't about to stand here and avenge myself at this moment in time. All right? Even though, yeah, he do deserve to get his ass whooped and things of that nature for things that he did, right? But as long as he ain't touch me, hey, I'm here to do my job, get my paycheck, and go home. And that's what I did until they let me go, right? And the terms that they didn't have is not even justified to let me go off of you know, some bullshit. All right? Oh, let me get these precepts. I ain't even know y'all brothers was posted. Ecclesiasticus 51 and 30. Work your work be times, and in his time, he will give you your reward. So you sit back and you wait, man. You sit back and you do what you're supposed to do. It's gonna come eventually. It may not come this year, next year, or whenever, but when you on that chariot, that's it. You got it. And you know that your faith is real and what you believe in was real. All right? And we have no doubt in our minds that Yahawashi is coming back for us, man. We have no doubt in our minds. All right? You know, I believe 100% that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is coming for us. We believe that we are the hopeful elect, and our hope is that strong. Now, Yahawah Ratazah, always we say, Lord willing, we be of that number. We are never dare, we don't dare to make ourselves of that number. So if a brother sitting up here talking about he chose and he chose, hey, that's the wrong type of spirit. Now we are hopeful, and that hope, we hope 100%, right? But we can't just automatically say that we of that number, because if we was in that number and we knew that we was in, then why would we preach? Why would we teach? Why would we have to if we know we automatically saved? We don't gotta do shit, right? So don't be out here talking about you chosen. You know, we a chosen nation, but it's also a specific amount of people that are chosen in our nation, right? So, and I take that to say we're seeing brothers fall out of the truth and go their own way, and a wicked spirit be placed on them, like Saul, right? We see that happen. You know, I seen it happen just my little 4 years in this truth. I seen it happen. So, hey, it can happen to any brother. So we pray that don't happen to us. We pray that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi keeps and preserves us. The same prayer that King David was praying, not to take the Holy Spirit away, not to take his presence away. We're praying that same type of spirit. And that right there is a fear. You having fear, and you fear in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And that right there is what? It's creating wisdom, and it's creating understanding, and it's also keeping you in a humble and a meek situation, man. And that's really what repenting is about, being humble and meek. When you repent, that's a humble and a meek thing to do, is to repent, to acknowledge and to hold yourself accountable for what you did. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 7:29. For she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the order of stars being compared with the light, she is found before it. Like that wisdom, man. Make wisdom your wife. Make wisdom your wife. Wisdom, that fear of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is the beginning of wisdom. So right there, it's letting you know you need wisdom. You need that fear. They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. All right? I mean, unless you fear Esau, but that's not wisdom. That's not understanding, right? So it's wise to fear Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He is the creator of all things. It's wise. He can take your life just like that on some Thanos. Okay? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. Understand that. So Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi controls all men, controls every action. These people right here, 1, 2, 3 cars driving right now, just went through the light. He got a spirit on them. He can have them crash, he can have them wreck, whatever happened. He could, hey, if they weak, you know what I'm saying? He could put a demon on them, have a spirit of vengeance come down upon them, and had them drive into a supermarket and unalive 8 people or something like that, right? So he's the father of spirits. Did our people forget? He's the father of spirits. So what? He controls the spirits as well. Everything. He ain't just create this world, walk away from it, and it's not under his dominion anymore. Okay? And understanding that Yahawashi, with the 144,000 angels, created this world, man. Created this through the spirit and power of Yahawah. Alright? And that's according to Colossians, the 1st chapter. So it's all under their dominion, all under their power, all under their reach. A man's goings is of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So that whole free will shit that the church was teaching you, and you gotta throw that away. Okay? And you don't really understand the scriptures. How can free will be down here, but Yahawah already know how the story gonna end? How what's gonna happen? Right? But you got free will. No. Alright? He has everything set up, man. At the end of the day, it's a script. Scripts are already pre-designed. Alright? Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Do not even hang around those brothers. You don't supposed to wish those, you don't supposed to pray for those brothers or wish those brothers Godspeed. You don't even supposed to do that. You don't supposed to you know, because hey, if you are wishing somebody that's wicked as hell Godspeed, you praying for that brother, right? Then what are you doing? You being an accomplice to that wickedness. You saying you wanted to uplift that wicked person, right? I don't care if you don't like it, if you leave, you don't supposed to do that. All right, the scriptures say pray not for these people. Yahawah had in his mind to destroy these people, man. Why the fuck you gonna pray for these people when Yahawah don't like them? If he don't like them, you shouldn't like them. He hates arrogance. Do you like arrogance? Well, if you do, then you probably not with the Lord. He hates a freaking a haughty spirit. You like a haughty spirit? Then you probably not with the Lord. You got to check yourself and examine yourself. Is your likes, your morals, your values aligned with the Heavenly Father? Or are you on some whole other type of shit? You know? Check yourself. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi judges via righteous judgment. Are you just looking at the surface? Are you just saying that this brother is this and this? He got his garment is nice, so he must be paid, right? Me personally, man, I got this garment like $80, right? You know, I put some money into it, and I did that more than I would put more money in this ministry. I bought this Bible. This is a study Bible. My wife got this for me, 70, right? I'm putting my funds in the ministry, right? Because it's important to me. So I'm buying Palo Santo. I'm buying incense, things of that nature, menorahs, right? I'm trying to rehearse the righteous acts, you know, and really don't get caught up, brothers, because all that stuff don't matter really. All right, you know, as you grow more, you'll get more, and you'll do what you're supposed to do, and all of that. But your garment right now is this truth, this understanding. So understand that. All right, we ain't fringes, all of that, right? Nah. Okay, so do what you can with what you have. But what I'm saying is, as I grew and as I knew better, I did better, and I put more funds into this truth, right? But beforehand, the most important part, first and foremost, is understanding the breakdowns, understanding the doctrines, having that wisdom, having the proper understanding of these things, not just being an outward ass Israelite. Once again, because you know, like I'm saying, some brothers may judge off of what they see and not on the inward. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi judges on the inward and not the outward. You can have the most flashiest garment. IUIC got some of the nicest garments, man. Marching in unison, right? But they the most wickedest men. So don't get fooled. Don't be looks are deceiving. Looks are deceiving, right? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, let's keep it going. Brother got another precept. Psalm 7:15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. The water. That's the one. You know. So Esau Edom made a pit, and he fell into it his damn self. He was digging it for us, and I was just watching, cause tonight is the Feast of Purim, right? I was just watching with my boys and my wife the movie Esther, right? And you know they got Edomites on there and shit, all that. But we was just watching it for understanding and knowledge and all that. And I was relaying to them what was happening via the movie, you know? And we was going over Haman, how he built the gallows. He dug that ditch, right, for Mordecai, but that shit got used on himself, you know? And that right there, that whole story between Haman and Mordecai is a beautiful representation of also Jacob and Esau, also right now Israel and Edom. Okay, that fight, that continuous hate that these Edomites have towards us. So they dig in that ditch, but they gonna fall into it they damn self, you know? So that's a beautiful thing. All right, finishing that one up. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own. Let me go get that. All right, pate, if that is the word right there. 1 second. But basically, loosely quoting it, I mean, just really breaking it down is whatever he set up for us, it's going to come down on his own ass, man. You know? You can't get over on the Lord's people. First of all, when the death of the Lord's saints is precious in his eyes. So when he lose one of us, that right there is massive to him. Right? And he's not losing it on like he lost it, but it's happening because, hey, that was that brother's lot to go into that. It's some brother's lots to be martyred. All right? This is verse 16. His own pate, you know? And I believe, I would have to go into that word, but that's basically his own doing, you know? So you reap what you sow at the end of the day. So his own doing is what basically happens. You put in that pot, so you get back out what you put in the pot. It ain't gonna change. So understanding that, man, Esau is gonna get what he put. Hey, meaning head. All right, his own action, his self. So he's accountable for his actions. He's accountable for what he did, right? And every man in Israel, when you first come into this truth, key word be accountability, accountability, accountability. Stand like a man. Like I say, I wasn't a man until I got into these scriptures. You know, I might have had certain manly qualities like, you know, working. I'm going to work for my family. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to sacrifice, right, et cetera, et cetera. But more so knowing how to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. Knowing how to, understanding what proper, true adultery is, right? Man, I used to think it was a sin if I see a, hey, Shalawam, you brothers. All right, some brothers, you know, praise Yah. Hey, you know, Jake waking up, you know, at the end of the day. So Shalawam. So I used to think it was a sin to just any old woman. And I see a woman in Walmart, she look good, I look at her and then, you know, I look away. I thought that was a sin. But it's not always a sin unless she's married, right? So you gotta understand, I had to understand what true adultery was. Because the way that Esau gave us is like cheating. Man can't cheat. Well, actually a man can have multiple wives. But this Western world tries to limit you to one wife. This Western world tries to limit you to just one wife to stop you from producing and et cetera, right? Now, on that topic as well, it's wisdom to dwell with one wife or no wife at this point in time because of the time we in, all right? Let's go to Micah, the 2nd chapter, right? Because it's wisdom. Because these women, Hey, they may eventually, matter of fact, before we go there, let's go to Deuteronomy 17:17, I believe. You know, these women may eventually take your heart away from Yahweh. Some brothers may have one wife, and she may take his heart away from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? So, we all got different crosses to bear it. I mean, to carry or to bear. Deuteronomy 17:17. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away, neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. So women and money and women can take a man's heart away from Yahawah. Many things. If we read in the previous verse 16, but he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses, forasmuch as the Lord Yahawah have said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. What's a horse today? Cars. Some brothers are car fanatics. Love cars. Hey, bro, I know about this. The 68 Chevelle, bloom, 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 blah, 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 like, right? Car knowledge. You know, so it's the carnal things, the possessions. Because money, women, cars, houses, all this type of stuff. It's possessions. We don't give a fuck about these possessions, man. All right? Don't let these possessions take your heart away from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. If it is, cut it off. If your woman, that's the thing, you know, if your woman is a hindrance, she keep scoffing and mocking at the truth, scoffing and mocking at you going out on the corners, why you always going to preach? Stay home with me tonight, etc., etc. Bitch, shut up. You know what I'm saying? If she's doing that, hey, cut her ass off. All right? She's a part of your flesh, you know? So you need to eventually cut her off because she's bringing you and your body down. She's bringing it all down, your household down. Because she's actually going against Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. She don't want you to do the work, you know? Now, if you are pleased to deal with her and she respects you and she respects what you about, it don't matter if she a heathen or an Israelite. You know, you can deal with her, okay? Because she ain't getting in the way of this truth. If she starts getting in the way of this truth, then you cut her off, all right? We are not picking women over the Lord, all right? We are not picking money over the Lord. That's what these wicked pastors have been doing over years, man. All right, bring some money to the collection plate. Well, get a job. Why don't you have a job? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, you got, man, pastors be acting like they not in captivity with us. They on a higher level or something. Hey, God, Yahawah put everybody in captivity, man, of this nation. So we all down here working. You know what I'm saying? Man, the brothers over here at the camp, all them brothers got jobs, man. All them brothers got jobs, right? You don't supposed to be living off of this truth. You're supposed to have a damn job, Jake. You're supposed to have a job, man. We all got to go to the plantation. We all got to listen to fucking Esau Edom, man, talking shit. Do this and do that, do that. Okay, that's part of the condition of the battle. You think you special? You don't gotta work? Get your ass up off that couch and work, Jake. And if a man don't work, a man don't eat. If you just sitting around being lazy, guess what? If you don't use it, you lose it. You're gonna eventually catch a disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, or whatever, because you ain't been working, you ain't been moving, you ain't active. So therefore, you're gonna lose your legs. You're gonna lose your body. You're gonna lose your body function. Your body like, damn, why I ain't moving? I guess I don't need my legs no more. I don't be using them. That's the thing with Jake. If you don't use your fucking brain, you're gonna lose the capacity of using it, man. You gotta always be thinking, all right? Exercise yourself. Use your temple, man. You don't use it, you're gonna lose it. All right, precept. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, starting Ecclesiasticus 31:1. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep. Hey man, you got these billionaires, millionaires, they care so much about their fucking money. Let's say they in the stock market, right? They got $100 million, they lose 10 million. They can't get no sleep that night because they all about it. They fucked up about it, right? And I'm taking it from experience. I remember before I came into this truth, man, I used to wake up every morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and deal in the stock market. I used to make like 500, 200, 300, 1,000 a day. One time I made 5,000 in one day, right? Doing the stock market, okay? Now, guess what? I lost a lot of that money. And what did that do? That took away sleep, because that's what I was putting my trust in. Fucking money. All right, the stock market, moving the numbers, practicing doing like that. You know, it was damn near my job, right? But hey, Yahawah took me through a lot of losses and got my faith reconformed, rebrought into Him 100%, and had me say fuck money. All right, and that's the same thing. Hey, thinking about Micah, how he did with Micah. He had him go deal with that harlot, and then he took her away from him. You know, so Yahawah may put you through a situation, bring you up, have you living good, and then bring you down to bring and because what? If you be living in that and you don't give Him the reward or the praises, you know what I'm saying? He gonna take it away from you, bro. He gonna take it away from you. You ain't do that on your own strength, your own might. He allowed that to happen for you. So remember that. And I was praising you. I was praising God. I didn't know the name. I was thanking God for the money, you know, but I didn't know the name, and I didn't know how to live correctly. I wasn't a man. All right, according to the scriptures, I was not a man. All right, let me check my time, because I do got a slide. Oh shit, it's 2:20, man. Hey, we're gonna wrap it up. I didn't even know it was down 2:20. We're gonna get these last precepts and wrap it up. Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So you can have money, you lose money. If you don't got no wisdom, you ain't gonna be able to make no money. Alright, if you ain't got no wisdom, you ain't gonna know what to do with that money. So wisdom is the key thing. It's a key thing. It's a principal thing. You need it, man. 2 Corinthians 9:6. But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. All right, so breaking that down, how much do you want it? How much are you putting in this truth? How much are you going forth and putting in works? Are you showing Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi that you love Him truly and that you're going to do your best to serve Him? Or are you just lackadaisical, as they say? You know, you just going through the motions. Camp here, lesson here, breakdown here. I'm going to break this down today. You just going through the motions. Or are you really putting your all into this thing, man? All right? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi knows what your intentions are. If you truly with Him, or if you just doing this and you just doing this to be an outward Israelite. If you just want to be outward, then you're going to be outed. All right? Now, with that being said, facing Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. Shalawam to you, brothers. Kwam Yasharahla, and a Baba Bar to this wicked ass kingdom, this wicked ass heaven, man. Their heaven, all right, that they living in. All right, Shalawam, all right, Shalawam, Shalawam. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to the nation of Yasharahla. Shalawam to you, brothers. Ate the water for all the precepts. Shalawam.